If you ever want to travel to a place, stay there for at least 2 weeks. 1 week is never enough to get a deal done. Like if you want to go to Singapore, yeah, it's a good thing, but I would say expenses will be much higher. We personally travel to the place itself. Like we don't just want to sit in leisure.
Now I'm with ReSkills, and he's the co-founder of ReSkills, and it's a startup in Malaysia, based in Malaysia, and yeah, so could you please give us a background of yourself, why you ended up starting this company and what this company does?
Okay, Ken. So hello everyone, my name is Ken Lim. I'm one of the co-founder of ReSkills, and let me just share you a little bit of my background. First of all, I'm a IT graduate, okay, but I'm not doing what I'm doing in the sales and marketing and business development right now. So I graduated from a Master in Internet Security back then. So I have some IT background and I know how to think logically. Along the way, I also worked together with along some companies and then go through the software programming and parts as well. But along the way, I found that hey, I want to do something. So I started my own entrepreneur journey since after my first job, and then from there, I run another company that doing different things, and eventually sold off within 3 years. So from there, I move on, and that's where I met together with Jin as well, one of our CEO from ReSkills. Jin is technopreneur. He's having I would say 14 years experience in the tech industry and having various kind of successful achievement in the market as well. So this is just a brief introduction. So let me just share a little bit why we started ReSkills. So everything happens during the pandemic. Okay? We think that during the pandemic it's always a good time to work something on tech again, okay? Because we know the tech will boom again. But what is the thing that we want to do? So a group of us have this idea, and then we just decided to took up the office. So from there, we haven't have any idea, like I mentioned to Everett. We don't have any idea that what we want to do yet. And then one fine day we said, why don't we do someone recommend e-learning, and then we start to do more research on it, and we found that this is a big market because I don't want to mention what are the companies that does e-learning in the market. I believe everyone knows about it. But one thing we saw is how can we actually provide skills and jobs for more people, and how can we actually train the masses and rural, because e-learning now is for people who is able to afford to pay, or people who has accessibility to the internet, computers, phones and so on. But how about people in the rural area? So were they able to access? Answer is difficult. So that's why we came out with the idea that we price it at $1 per month and $12 a year. So we want to solve the main thing that we talk about. We make education more affordable and accessible to everyone. We focus on the career learning, whereby we teach you about skill set that you don't learn from schools. So you can just learn from here every single day. It's like a Netflix version of e-learning. You just subscribe and you get to learn every day. We want to provide. We always say ourselves as a buffet style of learning, whereby you're able to learn every single day from our platform. You choose yourself. Okay. I cannot force you to learn programming. I cannot force you to learn graphic design. Why not? Every day I have a different class for you, and from there you can learn something from it.
How many traction do you have?
Okay, so actually up to date, we have close to 1 million users.
1 million users. Wow.
Okay, it break into 300,000+ is the registered user. We do have also app download and guest sign up as well. So we have different kind of models.
I see. How did you feel like when you started this company?
How do I feel? If you ask me, definitely excited, and I also told myself this will be my. I want to take this as my last startup and make it really something that is gonna be a good one.
From your perspective, do you think the venture funding and the startup community is pretty active here in Malaysia?
Yeah. Of course, along the way, startup used to be very popular back in 2016, 2017 during the Malaysia. During the era. From there, they have gone down. We have slowed down, but I think recently things are going back up as well in Malaysia.
Why do you think it went slowed down?
I think this thing is startup community works this way. You need to have a group of really dedicated, and also if we can get a government support that supporting this whole startup community, it will run faster. So back then we do have Magic as well, and then after that we have changed into now we call it Meranti, different startup community.
Oh, so they're both government.
Yeah, correct. So I think having startup even stronger community, we need a stronger community. Definitely we need support from the government.
Okay, so do you have support from the government?
I think in the recent budget and so on, the government is also encouraging startup.
Yeah.
So I can also see that some of the states, like recently we are joining into our Selangor Accelerator program, which is under the state government. They have put in quite a lot of budget to encourage startup. So we have also gotten into it, and also we qualify into the top 5.
I see.
So yeah, and they will be bringing us to Taiwan end of this month.
How did that benefit you, like from like the program? Like,
okay, I think all this accelerator program for new startup is definitely good because they will be teaching you different things. But what's it need for us after all is getting into the community and getting connect with all the startup people over there. Because sometimes running startup is pretty lonely. You need to have peers that have like-minded, so that we can talk together.
Education. There's a lot of edtech. I went to Indonesia the other day. In Indonesia, there's a lot of edtech companies because they have a huge market, huge population.
Correct.
But in Malaysia's case, I guess like there is like a need to like go global at like a very early stage. Is this why like you're going global already? Or?
We already have the thinking and mindset that we will not just stay in Malaysia. That's why we already brand our things towards global. For example, today you learn in ReSkills, you'll be able to get a certification. Okay, we call it micro credential, and this micro credential is backed by 4 global accreditation body as well. It's not a Malaysian accreditation; it's from the UK and from the US as well. So this is the first thing that we brand ourselves as a global. So when we push over to the overseas, people see it differently. And then how we actually everything happens. I would say coincidentally. Why? When we launch our website and all these things, we just say we don't want to open any overseas registration first. Just focus on Malaysia. And then when we think that we are pretty ready already, then we say, okay, why not? It's time. The first moment we open up, overseas people start to register, and then they start to came in. They start to use our platform, and then from there, it just spread up. Like you see all the users, it just spread. I mean, we didn't really do a lot of marketing. Like I cannot be doing marketing into places like Africa and so on. We cannot. But what we have done back then is we actually traveled to Africa.
Oh really?
Yeah, back in last year November, we went to a ministry conference. It was also very lucky that we got invited to this. It's called Ministerial Summit. So it's like a conference whereby all the Minister of Education will be sitting down there from different part of Africa. Like we have Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, Madagascar, everyone.
So everything at one time.
Yes, it's like wow. It's a very good experience. Every of them will be sitting on one table. Then you just take turns, sit down and pitch them, tell them, talk to them. So the moment when we go, we always say ReSkills is like a Trojan horse. Today, if we land to places, let's say we talk about Madagascar. I like this place. I hope one day I can travel there as well. If we go over these places, I just need to ask someone, hey, come. Do you want? Just ask a simple question. Do you need learning? The answer is definitely say yes one. And then from there, say, hey, why not subscribe to one account to ReSkills? It's only $12. If we cannot subscribe, they really need it, I can sponsor them one account. From there, this person will help you to spread it.
I see.
Because the moment they feel, I learned something from them. So we did the same thing when we go to Zambia, Africa. So we went to colleges, we went to schools. We just walk in, honestly. We cannot schedule any appointment.
Okay.
We just walk into the universities, and then we saw a bunch of students over there. We just talk to them. They say, come, start learning from ReSkills. They say, okay, can learn. So until now, they are still learning. We have still contact with them. That because of that, we also travel to different places. So what we do something is we personally travel to the place itself. Like we don't just want to sit in Malaysia and think that I want to go to Africa. Don't just stop. We fly there. We base there for a week plus. We attended some conference. We connected with people. Then we know. And then we even went to Pakistan.
Nice.
Like because we actually somehow put our targeted countries, which is Africa, India, Pakistan, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia. ReSkills is very suitable for, I would say, emerging countries. Like if we go to places like Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, to them, no, they will not. I wouldn't say this is not good. I would just say that they are way advanced. Something we learn, they also want to share to everyone. If you ever want to travel to a place, stay there for at least 2 weeks. 1 week is never enough to get a deal done. No, you need minimum 2 weeks.
Right.
So now we know that let's say this year we are not traveling anymore. We are just gonna station in Malaysia. But if let's say next year when our Malaysia operation is all stable, we probably will go to probably will select a country and station there for 1 month. Because you want to get things smooth, you gotta be there.
I see. Like speaking of like going global, I think many like companies like Grab, like they moved to Singapore at like an early stage, right? Like,
Correct.
Do you have any plans to do that?
If we have the ability, we will stay in Malaysia. We hope to have this base and serve the global people. Just like right now, we are having classes. We can connect with, like we are serving people from Philippines, Indonesia, Pakistan. I think Malaysia is a good place. First, we are from Malaysia, and we are well connected in the country itself, so we know what we can do here. Like if you want to go to Singapore, it's a good thing, but I would say expenses will be much higher.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The expenses will be high. Hiring, everything will be high there. Why not we stay here?
I guess it's easier for you guys because it's to go global because like you all speak English and things like that.
Yeah.
And is it easy to like hire people who speak English or Chinese in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, wouldn't difficult. So far we have we managed to hire good people and then
Also English
speakers and Chinese as well.
How would you want to be like connected to like my Japanese network?
If you ask me or you ask us where do you want to connect, I will tell you everywhere. Because today we want to build something that everyone can access anywhere. And today going to the different countries, even like Japan, like say this month end we're going to Taiwan. Is Taiwan really a market that we want to go? I don't know. Why not we go there? Since we have the opportunity, we will go there and explore. What if we pitch to someone and someone say, wow, I like this, let's do something. Because this happens, let me share you something about last week. Last week I always tell you we want to go Africa. So last week there's a Ghana business networking happening in some of the hotel. So we do have an African staff. We told him go there. He said okay. Because our intention is if we want to start and market, we need to have a person. So we do have a Pakistani in the office. We do have an African in the office as well. So the guy just go over to the event, the Ghana event, talk, share what he do, and then this guy say, hey, I'm interested to bring ReSkills to Ghana. I want to promote in there. I want to sell in there. I said, oh, okay. Next day, I said, never mind. I told my team, why not next day you bring him come over here, have a look, let him understand everything, do a detailed presentation. He said, okay. So next day he already came. Bam. He said, good, he won. So we say, you need to have a certain commitment only we can give you to be the so-called reseller. So he also make a payment on the spot. So but what our ultimate vision, I always say, as a global destination for online learning, and we make education more affordable. And all these things can eventually link into, we always talk about United Nations. They always say, end poverty, everyone needs education. I want to fill up in this spot.
Okay, so like I guess like anyone who's interested in contacting you? Like,
Yeah,
I'll
you
put,
can.
I'll put his,
You can put it up. You
contact
can
on.
contact me, contact Jin. Both of us is always available.
Very nice, very nice. Like truly inspiring. And please feel free to contact him. And I'm sure if you're interested, he would reply.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hope to connect with you guys as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ken.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.